Is it the beautiful land upon which we built our homes? No. Ability for any man to achieve whatever he sets out to do using the tools of his great nation. Welcome to the American Dream. My name is and I will be your guide. We'll be going on a trip through time to discover the magnificent future that lies ahead with you and your guns. Soon you'll learn just how guns will be able to help you live life to the fullest. And as a special treat at the end of your tour, you'll get us Factory of Tomorrow. We began with humble gunsmiths toiling away in their workshops. But a much grander future is in store for us. Press the green button in front of you, and we'll continue onward. Before we get started, we'll need to perform a brief questionnaire, a background check to gauge your Before we get started, we'll need to perform a brief questionnaire, a background check to gauge your eligibility to participate in the American Dream. Please select your gender. Select your skin tone. Have you handled a firearm before? Have you been convicted for any serious criminal offenses? Which is your dominant hand? Are you currently on any terrorist watch lists? Also, a word of warning. Please be aware of your surroundings while you experience the ride. You'll be waving your hands around a lot, so best not to play next to an ancient Ming vase or a full coffee pot. We want you to have a safe and fun journey. Please enjoy this brief introductory video. The home. The busy centerpiece of American life. It's where you'll find a diligent wife tending to her family's needs. Take a peek inside, and you might find her preparing her husband's favorite meal. Caring for their beautiful child. Or even taking a little extra time to make sure everything's nice and clean. Meanwhile, the husband is hard at work providing for his family. Whether he spends his days as a blue-collar worker in a bagel factory or as a young corporate manager on the rise, it's his job to bring home the bacon.
That's båter er i luften.
On the weekends, husband does his part around the house as well. Managing finances, tending to the garden. And then finally settling down for some well-earned R&R. And a delicious home-cooked meal. The kind of family everyone should aspire to be. With the kind of home everyone should want to have. This is the American dream. The perfect way of life. Press the green button in front of you to begin your journey. You may have noticed that you're carrying a pair of Carter 1912 single-action semi-automatic pistols. From the battlefield to your back pocket, the Carter 1912 will be the tool of choice for all your everyday needs. Let's see how the baby of tomorrow will learn how to use their very first gun. Before you can use the gun, you'll have to load it. Move your right gun across onto the magazine. That's it. Nothing like the sweet sound of a magazine. Great job. You're now armed and ready. Baby's hungry. We need to let Mommy know. Knock on the door a few times to get her attention. You did it. Mommy's here, and look what she has. Looks like you're out of bullets. Hit the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get more magazines. Excellent. You're reloading like a champion now. It's chow time. Lean forward and eat the food. Yum, yum. Scrumbridge Farms cold-pressed coagulated baby feed is made from 90% high-fructose corn syrup and 20% horse meat that tastes of freedom in every bite. Baby's gonna grow up big and strong in no time. Now it's time for a little quiz. We want to make sure baby is well educated as well as being a good shot. Which one of these is the triangle? Correct. Which one of these is the color red? Incorrect. Well done. What does 2 plus 2 equal? Correct. Which one is your favorite animal? Ah, yes, I see. How many bullets are there in a standard Carter 1912 magazine?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Det ved jeg.
You got it. Who is your best friend?
Selvfølgelig katten.
What? You chose the cat? I'll remember that. Now let's learn how to aim our guns with a bit of target practice. A gun without aim is a dangerous thing. So make sure you know what you're shooting at. Shoot down. ducklings are so cute. You should shoot them. That's it. Keep shooting those targets. By the way, did you know you can also manually eject your magazines? Perfect for when you want full control over when to reload. To eject your magazine, press the highlighted button on your controller. That's the way. I can already tell that baby's going to grow up to be a star soldier. You've now mastered the use of your trusty pistols. Remember to handle with care and use them responsibly. Safety first, kiddo. Now I know it's fun being a baby, but you'll only fit those diapers for so long. Let's move on. Press the green button and let's continue our journey. The perfect American family lives under 3 key pillars: love, pride, and guns. Let's take a look at these core values in action as a father bonds with his child. Hey, sport, let's play catch. In the future, new technologies will bring families closer together than ever before. Smelly old baseball gloves will no longer be handed down from parent to child like a decaying shackle to a primeval past. In the future, every good God-fearing patriot will get solid, refined, American-blued steel and 8 rounds of pure patriotism in each hand. What are the rules in zebra baseball? 3 stripes and you're out. Was ballistic. In order to properly bond with the American father, you must excel in at least one sport. Otherwise, you risk a lifetime of neglect, missed Little League games, and eventual abandonment. Why is the baseball stadium the coolest place to be? I really need a drink. Did you hear the joke about the baseball? It won't. Did you? You're my kid, all right. Hear about the baseball player without children? He couldn't get to home base. I'll explain that one when you're older. Knock that one out of the park. Why was the baseball player drunk? He went out on a bender. Speaking of which, wonder what Ned's up to tonight. It is Tuesday after all. I wish my dad played catch with me. His paws made it tricky, though. How do you know the pitcher? Let's change things up. He chucks the ball. He's got the skills to pay the bills. I wish. I really need a drink. In the past, it was a sacred bonding experience to take children out hunting and teach them to use their first guns. However, since the children of the future will grow up with guns right from the moment of birth, family bonding can happen even earlier and in the safe environment of the home. Oh, that was fantastic. Why do baseball players make the best picks? This one. You have no idea how much much self-control it takes not to chase that ball right now.
Taking you to Little League every weekend for years.
You might not see this one. Nice ball handling, kiddo. I just know you'll make a crack shot marksman when you're older. I guess the apple doesn't get shot down too far from the tree. High five!
Okay.
Go on, give the man a high five. That's a strong high five you got there. Don't want to break your old man's wrist, do you, hero? As you now see, guns can create new, exciting experiences for the entire family unit, making them even stronger than the families of yesteryear. They can all share in the Patriot experience and have fun whilst keeping everyone safe. An armed family is a happy family.
Son.
What's all that noise in there? Did you get into your father's coffee maker collection? This room is a travesty. Clean it this instant or you're grounded.
Forget that old relic. We live in a post-broom world. You don't need a broomstick when you have a boomstick. Instead of sweeping up like some kind of Neanderthal, use your guns to get Mom off our back. See all those items scattered on the ground? You'll need to put them back in their place.
Oops. Nó mắng đều rồi.
Don't you point that thing at me. Squeaky clean, even better than new. Those bullet casings scattered on the floor, that's called interior design.
Ah, that's looking much nicer. Great work, honey. Let's get these curtains open and let in some fresh air. This window would sure make a great sniping vantage point.
Here at the American Dream, you can use your hard-earned dollars to try out the latest and greatest in firearms technology. First off, we have the Simpson M1905, a high-powered bolt-action rifle. This versatile tool was the standard issue rifle for the U.S. military in World War I, and is still used to this day. While only capable of firing one shot at a time, what the Simpson lacks in rate of fire, it certainly makes up for in range. All this and more can be yours for the low price of $9.99. Sure, you could spend that money on candy, but did you know that candy is a serious choking hazard that kills hundreds of innocent children every year? Hold on. Before you can purchase that gun, you'll need to pass the mandatory 3-day waiting period. Just kidding. In the future, we will have abolished all state and federal laws around new gun waiting periods. This means that all Americans will be able to get as many guns as they want, whenever they want. God forbid the government would make us wait to get our hands on something we were born to own. Congratulations! The Simpson rifle is yours. Pick it up with your dominant hand. This here is the Kruger 1890. Ah, the Kruger has jammed. Good thing we strapped a hand to it so it can still have a use. Those Europeans just can't do anything without us, huh? 98. This ludicrous over-engineered pistol has the stopping power of a pea thrown by an anemic child. Thankfully, our American scientists have added some modifications to make the Kruger useful again. It now comes equipped with a hand apparatus, allowing you to pick up and handle certain objects. Feels good, doesn't it? You'll also need an extra tool to operate the rifle. To load the gun, you'll first need to cock the rifle. Use your hand gun to pull the bolt up and back. Once the rifle has been cocked, use your hand gun to pick up the magazine on the left-hand side of the cart and push it into the underside of the rifle. Great! Now push the bolt back into place and you're good to go. Nice work. You're locked and loaded. Why don't we give our new toy a whirl? Let's go over to the window and do some shooting. I think those targets just insulted your mother. What are you going to do about it? Reaching up to 2,850 yards, it's the perfect instrument for tasks that require a little more reach. This model is also equipped with a premium high-precision optical lens for greater firing accuracy. No target is going to escape your sights with this baby. Remember, the Simpson must be cocked after each shot. Ha-ha! Great shot! So it's pull back the bolt until the last bullet is ejected, and then push the bolt back into place. Nicely done. It's your next-door neighbors, the Barrett twins. I've seen you looking wistfully towards your crush. Knock on the window of the one you like, and I'll show you how guns can help navigate the treacherous pathways of teenage romance. Taylor. She's a real cutie, isn't she? Looks like you got her attention. Are you sure that's the choice you want to go with? Excellent. Hey, is that Mr. Cinnamon? Get out of the way, you stupid cat. Taylor will now hold up a question, and you can shoot to select your response. With conversation cut down to the bare essentials, chatting up your teenage crush has never been easier. Ah, young love, such a beautiful thing.
Możemy zdję? BB guns.
Look who's got a date this weekend. With your natural charms and that gun by your side, you're sure to win Taylor over. However, there's more to romance than cracking a good joke and having a clean room, as we'll soon find out. Declaration of Independence and heralded the dawn of a new age of freedom, liberty, and justice. It was said that this day ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations. We intend to uphold that sacred tradition, which is why you're going with Taylor to the Independence Day Carnival for your very first date. Look, here she is now.
So good to see you again. I've been looking forward to this all week.
To enjoy.
Let's go check out the target shooting.
Step up, roll up, come one, come all. Put your marksmanship to the test and win a prize for that special someone. You there. You look like a crack shot. Come on down. You know there's no prize for hitting the space between the bubbles, right? The rules are simple. You have 5 shots to hit as many of the bottles as possible to earn points. Capiche?
This sounds like so much fun.
You know there's no prize for hitting the space between the bottles, right? Nice shooting! On to the next round. Do we need to get some bigger targets? Nice shooting! On to the next round. You're a regular keener. Nice! What does that pin ever do to you? We got commies here. Fresh commies.
Har vi kommunister?
Ready to be dunked. Hey, you there! Yes, that young patriot and your cute date. Please, comrade, we must work together. To play this game, you'll need to shoot the target and dunk our comrade here into the drink, thoroughly embarrassing him and ruining his reputation for being dry. Let's get to it. You will reap what you sow. That's how we do it in the West.
This is a gross violation of justice. Where's my seeker?
Take that, commie scum.
Please, comrade, we must work together. When I get done, we all get done. It's not easy.
That's how we do it in the West.
Står med for en glow på mig. Det er stadig efter det fucking point.
The word unite. Imperialist Liek. Please,
Great
comrade.
job. He didn't know what hit him. You've earned yourself a prize. The only good communist is a wet communist.
Oh, it's adorable. Thank you. Oh, I'm having such a wonderful time with you. I hope you're having fun too. Why don't we get some cotton candy?
Hey there. Here you'll get to use your gun to make your own candy floss. Just like our ancestors made this country. Give your gun a few whirls in the drum.
That looks so yummy. Would you mind if I had a taste?
Vil du have? Vil du have? Vil du gerne have? Vil du gerne fucking have?
Oh, that was delicious. Thank you.
Things seem to be going well, champion. Why don't we end this date with a bang?
Okay.
At the hour of the 4th of July, patriots light up the sky with fireworks as a reflection of glorious America shining bright amongst the stars.
10 stykker se point.
I assure you, it's no coincidence that the fireworks are loaded with gunpowder. Our freedom was won with gunpowder, so you can bet we're gonna celebrate with it too. I'll let you do the honors. Light up those fireworks, sit back and enjoy the show. Take
today. I've had so much fun. You're very sweet. Let's see each other again sometime.
Fuck, jeg vil se mit point.
Likes you. And from the look of your concealed carry, you like her too.
Jeg vil se mit fucking point. Jeg vil bare gerne fucking også kunne bruge den her.
Hopefully you two will end up loving each other just as much as we all love America. For the next stage, we'll once again unholster our faithful Carter 1912 pistols. Grab them and we'll cap... The teenage years, a time of curiosity, discovery, and growth. It is at this right age that American boys and girls begin to enter the workforce and learn how to provide for them. Ensure that both sides of the patty are cooked evenly. However, you need to be careful not to leave them on the grill for too long, or else they could burn. Our master burger artisan, Earl E. Bird, is on the other side of the grill, turning your patties into fast food masterpieces. That burger was a bit raw. If a customer gets food poisoning, poor Earl is going to have to mop up the mess. Once each burger has been assembled, press the Order Up button so that your coworker can deliver the burgers to our eager customers. The only way to get the secret family recipe from old Colonel Heston would be to take it from his cold, dead hands. But I can reveal to you today that the key ingredients are simply a dash of bullet shrapnel and a splash of pubescent perspiration. You know what goes well with burgers? Freedom! The queue of burgers is getting long. Hit the Order Up button to tell Al to get those burgers moving. I think I can hear that patty screaming. That patty is burning. Whoops! I dropped the burger! Doctors may tell you that smoking is good for you, but it's probably not good for that patty. Doctors may tell you that smoking is good for you, but it's probably not good for that patty.
Here's your calorie package,
The
sir.
American fast food experience can be likened to the firing of a bullet. The food comes out fast, enters the body of the customer, and then exits shortly afterwards at extreme velocity. Speedy taste satisfaction is just a pull of the proverbial trigger away. The queue of burgers is getting long. Hit the Order Up button to tell Al to get those burgers moving.
Here's your calorie package, sir.
Be careful not to burn yourself on the grill. Safety first. Doctors may tell you that smoking is good for you, but it's probably not good for that patty. The queue of burgers is getting long. Hit the Order Up button to tell Al to get those burgers moving.
Please notice me, Mr. Heston.
Burgers, the cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.
Oh no, I dropped another one. Oh man, Mr. Heston's gonna kill me.
That burger looks delicious. burger was a bit raw. If a customer gets food poisoning, poor Earl is gonna have to mop up the mess. Butter up! Burger up! If it were up to me, the patties would be made with fresh cat meat. But hey. When frying a patty, you want it to be cooked just right. Not too raw, but not burnt either. Whoops! I dropped the burger! A perfectly cooked burger. Well done. I can see my reflection in Earl's forehead. Ha-ha! Slick. Great job! Our customers have packed on at least double their weight since entering. You've earned a whopper load of dough there, Trooper. Remember, in America, the keys to success are a big smile, a big wad of cash, and a big gun. You're most of the way there, so keep it up. Too bad for Earl, though. Due to his subpar performance, you'll be getting some personal discipline from Mr. Hester. You know what they say? The early bird gets the worm. Prom night. The twilight of your teenage years. Prom night and the end of high school education marks a point when teenagers are finally released from their shackles and become free to experience the freedoms this nation has to offer to its dear citizens. However, we must remember that those freedoms weren't granted to us. They were won with American bravery, steel, and blood. This year's prom theme is the American Revolution. Remember when the British tyrants gripped the throat of liberty and we bravely fought them off our sacred soil? It was pretty great, huh? Just like our courageous militiamen and their brilliant leaders, you will be venturing forth into the field of battle to fight for your right to party.
Ska vi dans med han där?
You invited your high school sweetheart, Taylor, to the prom. And she said yes. From what I hear, plenty of other boys asked her, but she chose you in the end.
Oh, hey there. Glad you could make it, partner.
And there she is. Isn't she beautiful? You look pretty dashing yourself, might I say. How about we get a photo of the lovely couple? Give us your best action pose. 3, 2, 1. Say liberty. Oh, yes. Say hello to my little friends. Meet the Gunnies. Don't you point that thing at me. Oh, no. It seems like the photo was too dark. Let's try that again with the flash. Give us another pose. 3, 2, 1.
Say,
Overthrowing the tyrannical British hordes.
Hvad fanden, jeg synes det er helt mærkeligt.
Beautiful photo. You two just might make prom king and queen.
Hey, let's go dance.
Taylor's calling you over to dance.
never mind that you've never danced in your life.
With your guns on the dance floor,
You're sure to blow away the crowd.
let's have a practice round. Watch her and mirror each.
Each of her moves.
Raise your left hand above your head. Good. Now extend your right hand to the side. Great. That's the way. You're a natural. Practice time is over. Let's get to the real thing. She won't wait for you anymore, so do your best to keep up.
You ready? Come on, Snake. Let's rattle.
Hey, isn't that last year's
Prom King Rex George? What's he doing here? Hey, Dolly, why don't you leave that Saturday night special over there and let me show you how real Prom King dances?
That nosebleed is
Trying to show off to Taylor. That son of a gun is cruising for a bruiser. He has some mean moves, but he doesn't have a pair of
Carter 1912.
12s. You there! I challenge you to a dance-off. Taylor, my dear, step back and watch as I razz your berries. We cannot let him trample on our honor. It's time to duel. Prom style. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, dance. Wow, that was
incredible.
You're the coolest. You shot him straight down. That'll teach him to mess with a certified gunslinger like yourself. It looks like they're about to announce the Prom King and Queen. This year's Prom King and Queen are you.
Hooray! We did
Tillykke, you!
Congratulations! Like the heroes of
What
old,
kind of you?
you have defeated the tyrannical rulers, freeing the people and paving way for a dance floor where all men are created equal. What a lovely evening. Let us recap the lessons we've learned tonight. Firstly, you never know when tyranny may strike, and we must always be ready. Secondly, it takes strength to overthrow tyranny, and guns give us the strength we need. When our honor and liberty is at stake, shoot first and ask questions later. You don't win wars with words. You win them with genuine American blued steel.
Drive-in.
As we forge onward towards the future, it's important to know where we've come from. Let's turn back the clock for a moment. Look into the history of the beloved gun.
En dan kaf.
It all began when some Chinese folks discovered gunpowder and used it in these ridiculous-looking hand cannons. I'd like to see you conceal carry one of those. Some stuff happened over in Europe, but nobody really cares about that. What matters is the gun eventually made its way to the shores of our sacred land. Turns out rifles were pretty useful for taking out the redcoats in the Revolutionary War. And so from the freshly smoking barrel of a gun, the United States of America was born. In the years that followed, the American people flourished, set about establishing systems that would position us as the most resourceful nation in the world. We invented high-precision machines that automated and sped up the rate of production of goods like never before. This process was called the American System of Manufactures, but later was simplified to manufacturing.
Jeg har det sgu lige så godt her. Så skal jeg lige en hotdog med på turen.
Expensive cars based on your merits and ability to sell people things they don't need at outrageous prices. A steady income allows you to pay for basic needs such as food, shelter, and high-powered firearms. That's why you've taken up a job as a car wash attendant to help our fellow citizens keep their vehicles shiny and squeaky clean. For this job, we'll require a bit more firepower than we've been used to. Introducing the Johnson submachine gun. First deployed in 1918 for use in trench warfare. This gun also saw frequent use by friendly neighborhood gangsters to uphold street justice. The fully automatic Johnson is capable of firing 250 grain bullets at a rate of 1,200 rounds per minute, making it perfect for heavy-duty cleaning tasks such as washing cars, trimming stray nose hairs, and garden maintenance. Congratulations! The Johnson SMG. First, hit the illuminated button on your card to get a new magazine.
Yeah. Now catch it with...
That's the way. Now insert it into the SMG as shown in the diagram. Sensational! Your gun is loaded and ready to rumble.
Nothing's gonna stand in the way of you and your Johnson.
Let's test out this baby's firepower.
China. Kiss me right now.
With a bit of target practice. The SMG is a fully automatic weapon, meaning you can hold down the trigger and it will continue to fire as long as there are bullets in the magazine. Try taking out all the targets in one sweeping motion. Nice work. You're on a kill streak. Now that you're acquainted with your new tool, let's put it to use. You'll be earning minimum wage. But the good news is, you don't have to work a minimum number of hours.
Wel?
The clients of the Winchester Car Wash are busy
Iemands
working
gewoon-
hard in the capitalist machine. And you could have done a better job with that one. Make sure you've got enough bullets loaded before the next car comes up. You can only stop by for a short time. Luckily, our trusty weapons tech can be used to blast all the... You could have done a better job with that one. Make sure you've got enough bullets loaded before the next car comes up. In the industry, there is a technique known as tactical reloading, where users will eject a magazine manually and reload early to anticipate future actions. This is also referred to as pro strats or elite skills. What? Think you missed a spot? Don't spare the bullets. Plenty more with excellent work. Looks like it's just about time to wrap up with a... Oh, God! Your stupid co-worker has turned on the hose and it's out of control! God damn it, Earl! That hose is equipped with a 60mm nozzle, capable of producing a whopping 1,200 kilopascals of water pressure. I have no idea what that means, but the only way we're gonna stop it is to match its might with the strength of our fully automatic Johnson SMG. Shoot red things. Bells, levers, taps. Those taps are red. You should definitely shoot the hell out of them. Watch out for those bolts! God deluge! You did it! We're saved! All in a day's work. As you now see, guns are invaluable tools in the workplace. They improve productivity by at least 300% and can also be used to defuse dangerous situations. And to think the liberals wanted workplaces to be gun-free zones. Huh. No wonder they never get anything done. And remember, The only thing that stops a bad hose is a good guy with a gun. Let's head to the next stage. Can you smell that? The unmistakable aroma which fills the soul with passion enough to start wars and topple nations. No, it's not me. It's love. You see, when two Americans love one another very much, there comes a time when they carry out the age-old tradition of the romantic dinner and proposal.
Acho que é vinho.
First, the couple finds a decent but affordable restaurant to wine and dine. When the moment is right, one lover pulls out an expensive piece of metal and asks the other for their hand in marriage. If things go well, they get married and live happily ever after. If not, then it's quite awkward for quite a while. Welcome to La Barretta, where meals are shot fresh out of Nonna Barretta's kitchen. Whilst the proper American diet consists of burgers and milkshakes, this occasion calls for something more exotic. That's right, we're going to have Italian hamburgers and milkshakes.
So good to see you, dear.
How was your day?
Don't you point that thing at me.
That's wonderful. This is such a nice place you found. It's very romantic.
Buongiorno, it's me, Stevan. Welcome to La Barretta. You two are looking stunning tonight. And I can tell by the way that you have been banging your pistols on the table that you are ready to eat. Please take a look at the many options of our menu. I'm sure you will choose something befitting this exquisite occasion. The deluxe or the banquet. I'm legally obliged to tell you that the 5 people were sent to the emergency room after ordering that. Though you look like you have the constitution to handle it. I'll be back with your entree in a momento. Don't you point that thing at me. While we're waiting, let me explain proper gun etiquette at the dining table. In front of you, you'll find several utensils, each for a different part of your course. Simply use the gun starting from the outside and work inwards with each dish, smallest to largest. We want to impress Taylor, so let's deploy our best table manners and show her that you aren't some kind of ignorant savage. Your entree is so really sweet vinaigrette. Enjoy your meal, my amazingly attractive friends.
That was simply divine. Honey, can you call the waiter to let him know we're done?
I pray to the heavens that everything was satisfactory. Let me clear the table for you.
We hebben het mee.
In Italy, we use our hands. However, this is America. I will be back shortly with your next dish. Indians are good for more than just feeding the gun economy. They provide a decent feed at the dinner table too.
Oui.
Next up, we have a dish that you specially prepared for each meal. Lucky yourselves. I present our specialty, the Italian hamburger. Please enjoy.
Whoa.
How can we get his attention? I get that waiter's attention? Repeatedly ringing that bell in a highly irritating fashion. I trust that a meal was just as fantastic as your fashion sense.
Stuck into the piss.
Wait. God damn it, we got the worst table in the restaurant. You see, a savvy American always sits in a corner to give them a full view of the area so that they are ready to shoot down any would-be attackers. They're offering a $5 discount for sitting at an unsafe table, but I'd say safety is priceless. The next dish is a Sardinian delicacy,
Ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling!
perhaps the finest cheese on the planet.
Ding-a-ling-ling.